last word. It was all smiles in the last word last weekend. My team had won and I was on cloud 9. Well, this weekend, the only cloud I'm on is any grey one that's in the sky currently. But here we are, the last word. Enjoy. Let's address the elephant in the room. Partick Thistle 2, Dunfermline 0. Obviously I've already had my bit to say on this game at the end of the vlog yesterday, but I talk about them every week on this show, so I might as well do it again, Played well first half, hit the bar twice, played pretty shite second half and lost the game 2-0. Or should it have just been 1-0? I mean, the photo of their second goal doesn't look over the line. Last word, dunno. It's just a never-ending rollercoaster with Dunfermline this season. It's depressing stuff. Moving on to our opponents yesterday, Partick Thistle. They took their chances yesterday, although, as I mentioned, that second goal didn't exactly look like it should have counted. But how can they play as shite as they have so far this season and then suddenly turn up against us and play relatively well throughout the game? Did we make them look better yesterday, or did they actually play to their potential for the first time? Who knows, man. Last word, confused. Chelsea versus Man City. For the first half, looked like just business as usual for City and it just looked like a matter of time before they'd score. And then N'Golo Kante scored for Chelsea and it turned the game all on its head. Chelsea inflict a first defeat of the season in the league for Man City and suddenly the unbeatables are, last word, beaten. And now moving on to the team that takes the most delight from that Man City loss, Liverpool. Mo Salah running wild once again, becoming the third quickest player to reach 40 goals for a Premier League club down in England. Good Guys FC member James Milner gets his 500th appearance as a football player, and Liverpool go top of the league. The title race is on, right? Last word, table toppers. Staying in the English Premier League for the moment, and are Man United back on track? Or are they really? I'm certainly no falling for this type of result this time round, considering what happened the last time that I said that kinda turned a corner. Of course, back then they went on to kinda not win a game for the next 3 weeks, so I'm keeping my mouth shut this time. And that's why you come to me for top analysis.
Cheers, Jeff.
A 4-1 win against Fulham yesterday, but as I said, I'm no falling for it this time. Last word, papering. Those cracks are still showing, Josie. It's my favourite word. Limbs. That's the best way to describe this one, I suppose. Norwich score a last minute winner to stay top of the English Championship. 93rd minute. Limbs. Last word. Scenes. Nicer way to put it. Next up on the last word, it's the Arbroath Show, featuring a Bobby Linn masterclass. That's now 16 goals and 22 appearances for the man, another hat-trick in yesterday's 3-2 win, and yet another match ball to put on the mantelpiece at the Linn household. Last word, in form. Aberdeen 0, St Johnstone 2. When I saw this result come through at 5 PM yesterday, I have to say, my first thought was, Rangers fans will be raging with that one. Aberdeen go to Ibrox and win 1-0, and then go back to Pittodrie. Aberdeen win 1-0 at Ibrox and then go back to Pittodrie and lose 2-0 to St Johnstone. It's just things you wouldn't predict to ever happen. Although, I'm taking nothing away from the Saints though, they've been absolutely fantastic this season. Last word. It was an important win for the Highbees yesterday. A 1-0 win against Hamilton Accies pushes them back in the direction that they certainly want to be heading in. But it does Hamilton zero favours, and it's now dragged them into that kind of dogfight at the bottom of the league for relegation. Last word, swings, roundabouts. Bit of a different feeling for both teams, that one. And finally this week we have the top of the table clash in the Scottish Premiership. Killie were going into this one sitting top of the league, and by the way, just a quick mention to them, congrats for even being in the conversation at this point this season. It's some feat sitting top spot at this point when you're a team that's not from Glasgow, especially if your name's not Celtic. But there lies the problem, it was Celtic they were playing. Full time, Celtic 5, Kilmarnock 1. I think it's fair to say that Kelly fan Gordon Sawyers certainly wasn't a happy bunny. Roll the clip.
5-1, we get pumped! Ah, you
Last word.
ah!
And that's it for this episode, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a like. Comment down below anything you thought about the football yesterday. If you were at a specific game and you want to kind of have your say on it, then do that so in the comments below. But aye, until the next video, which will be topic of your choice tomorrow, you can go over on my Twitter just now and get involved in the poll for that. And my Twitter is at 1885ben, so go over there and have a look. But aye, until that video, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.